academia on issues related to nature and Christian views of nature specifically. And what I'm particularly interested in is the way in which Orthodox Christianity teaches about nature and creation in a way that is distinctive from the West. I think just as much in Western scholastic and rationalistic thought has encouraged an objectification of the human self in various ways, so too it has encouraged an objectification of the natural world. And I think that in Orthodox Christianity, there is a view of nature as inherently interacting with the spiritual realm, that there is not the same kind of separation of God and man in the Augustinian sense of original sin and fallen man. That we certainly have a sense of man's fallenness and man's brokenness in ancestral sin in Orthodox teaching. But at the same time, Orthodoxy really encourages a focus on the goal of theosis, of how do we become really human? We become really human by becoming one with God's energies, or grace, God's uncreated energies. And that involves a synergy of ascetic struggle and God's grace working with us. So what that means in terms of our interaction with the natural world of creation is what I'm studying in terms of literature expressions of this in various forms of literature and text, both mainly from Russian literature and Anglo-American literature, but also going back to Byzantine literature in the first millennium, including saints' lives as well. And for me, this also relates on a personal level in terms of my experience with my family in the community that we live in, with our development with God's grace and working with others of a mission, an Orthodox mission in our community, and buying a few acres of land and hoping to have some ways of expressing an Orthodox sense of nature and community as part of that mission project, whether it may be organic gardening, raising bees, other sorts of activities that can help bring people in the parish together, and also help to ground a sustainable Christian way of life that is set apart a bit from the kind of consumer materialistic culture that often seems to burden us, I think, and can get in the way of our spiritual lives as well. So it's an expression for me of the strong emphasis on monasticism and monastic spirituality in Christianity, even in a small way, in a lay expression of that, not in a monastery, of course, out in the world. But while we are not all called to be monastics in Orthodoxy, we are all called to be ascetics.
Did years burn out those words? Did a voice whisper absurd? Did your mind comprehend and ask if you'd last till the end?